Welcome, gentle viewers, to Wild Whiskers World. Today we embark on a journey into the verdant embrace of the tropical rainforest, a realm teeming with life, yet home to a creature that has mastered the art of taking things slow. I speak, of course, of the sloth, an animal so unhurried, so deliberate in its movements that it seems almost a living embodiment of tranquility. But do not let their leisurely pace deceive you. Within this gentle exterior lies a story of remarkable adaptation, of survival against the odds, and of a life uniquely tuned to the rhythm of the canopy. These enigmatic mammals, often misunderstood, hold secrets that challenge our perceptions of success in the natural world. Here, suspended amongst the emerald leaves, the sloth carves out an existence that is both precarious and perfectly orchestrated. From their extraordinary birthing practices high above the forest floor, to their peculiar once-a-week descents for a most private affair, every aspect of their lives is a testament to millions of years of evolution. We will delve into their unique dietary habits, their surprisingly complex social cues, and the ingenious ways they evade the ever-watchful eyes of predators. Prepare to be astonished by creatures that turn slowness into a superpower, transforming their treetop homes into fortresses of solitude and survival. Join us as we peel back the layers of mystery surrounding these fascinating animals. We'll explore their world, from the tender moments of maternal care to the astonishing physiological feats that allow them to thrive. This is Wild Whiskers World, your passport to the wild side of nature. If you, like us, are captivated by the amazing animal facts and jaw-dropping wildlife stories our planet has to offer, then do hit that like button, share this journey with fellow nature enthusiasts, and subscribe so you never miss a moment of the wild wonders we uncover. Welcome to Wild Whiskers World, your passport to the wild side of nature. If you love amazing animal facts and jaw-dropping wildlife stories, hit like, share, and subscribe so you never miss a moment of the wild. Our story begins in the magnificent tropical rainforests of Central and South America, a vibrant tapestry of life stretching across nations like Brazil, Panama, and Colombia. These are the ancestral homes of the sloth, realms of perpetual green where the air is thick with humidity and the symphony of the wild plays ceaselessly. Imagine a world drenched in sunlight filtering through dense canopies, a vertical landscape where the ground below is a distant, almost alien concept. It is here, in this lush, elevated Eden, that the sloth has found its niche, a world perfectly suited to its unhurried pace and unique adaptations. The sheer biodiversity of these forests provides both sustenance and shelter. For the sloth, life is lived almost entirely in the embrace of the trees, a world viewed predominantly from an inverted perspective. They hang, quite literally, by their remarkable claws, moving with a deliberate slowness that conserves precious energy. This arboreal existence is not merely a preference, it is the very essence of their being. In the world of the sloth, even the creation of new life unfolds at a leisurely pace, a reflection of their overall approach to existence. A female sloth will carry her single offspring for approximately 6 months, a gestation period that allows for the slow, steady development of the young within her. When the time comes, the birth itself is an extraordinary event, one that perfectly encapsulates the sloth's unique adaptation to its arboreal home, a moment of quiet drama played out high above the forest floor. Imagine this: the mother sleuth, clinging steadfastly to a branch, often high in the canopy, gives birth while suspended upside down. The newborn, remarkably well developed for such a seemingly passive creature, emerges into this vertical world and with innate understanding immediately reaches out. Herein lies one of the sloth's most astonishing secrets. Its digestive process is incredibly slow, perhaps the slowest of any mammal. Chapter 4: The Weekly Descent, a Sloth's Risky Ritual. One of the most perplexing and intriguing aspects of sloth behavior is their peculiar toiletry habits. These are boreal specialists who conduct almost every other facet of their lives high amongst the branches, undertake a perilous journey to the forest floor for the sole purpose of defecation and urination. This event occurs, remarkably, only about once a week. For an animal that epitomizes life in the slow lane, this weekly ritual is a significant undertaking, consuming a considerable amount of time and, more critically, exposing them to a host of dangers they otherwise avoid. The descent itself is a slow, deliberate process. The sloth, which moves with such security in the canopy, appears somewhat awkward and vulnerable as it makes its way down the tree trunk. Chapter 5: Masters of Disguise, Sloth, Defenses and Longevity. Despite their renowned slowness, a trait that might seem like a distinct disadvantage in the relentless theatre of the wild, sloths are in fact remarkable survivors. Their continued existence is a testament to a suite of subtle yet highly effective defense mechanisms. Chief among these is the art of camouflage, a passive but incredibly potent strategy. By simply not being seen, the sloth avoids many potential confrontations, conserving energy that would be wasted on flight or fight, options for which it is not well equipped. Their entire demeanor, their very pace of life, contributes to this disappearing act. The sloth's fur is not merely a coat, it is a living ecosystem that enhances its disguise. Grooves in their hairs collect rainwater, fostering the growth of green algae. Chapter 6: A Silent Sorrow Loss in the Treetops. The rainforest, for all its beauty and abundance, is also a place where the harsh realities of life and death play out daily. For the sloth, a creature that invests so much time and energy into its single offspring, the loss of a baby is a profound event. While we may perceive them as slow and perhaps emotionally distant, the bond between a mother sloth and her infant is undeniably strong, forged through months of constant physical contact and shared existence in their arboreal world. When this bond is prematurely broken, the aftermath is a quiet, poignant drama. Chapter 7: A Tale of Two Toes and Three, Exploring Sloth Diversity. While we often speak of the sloth as a single entity, the world of these unhurried mammals is actually divided into two distinct families: the Megalonychidae, or two-toed sloths, and the Bradypodidae, or three-toed sloths. Though they share the overarching characteristics of a slow-paced, arboreal, herbivorous lifestyle, there are subtle but significant differences between these two groups, reflecting separate evolutionary paths that have led them to conquer the canopy in slightly different ways. These distinctions are apparent in their appearance, their behavior, and even their temperament. The three-toed sloths belonging to the genus Bradypus are perhaps the more iconic, often recognized by their perpetually smiling facial expressions and slightly smaller build. They possess 3 prominent claws on each forelimb and hind limb. Chapter 8: Beyond the Slow Lane, Astonishing Sloth. Surprises. Just when you think you've understood the sloth, this creature of deliberate calm, it reveals facets that are truly astonishing, defying easy categorization. Prepare for some wild sloth trivia that shatters the stereotype of a purely sedentary animal. For instance, did you know that sloths, despite their arboreal specialization, are surprisingly adept swimmers? When faced with a body of water, perhaps during seasonal floods or when needing to cross to a new patch of forest, they can move through water with relative ease, using their long limbs in a powerful, sweeping motion. And their aquatic abilities don't end there. Sloths can hold their breath for an astonishingly long time underwater. Reports suggest up to 40 minutes for some individuals. And so our journey through the unhurried world of the sloth draws to a close. We've seen that these creatures, often caricatured simply for their languid pace, are in fact marvels of evolutionary design. Their slowness is not a deficiency but a finely honed strategy, allowing them to thrive in an environment where energy is precious and discretion is paramount. From their unique birthing methods high in the canopy to their peculiar and perilous weekly descents, every aspect of their lives is a testament to their perfect adaptation to the treetop existence they call home. Sloths might be slow, but they're perfectly designed for their treetop life. Their physiology, their behavior, even the miniature ecosystems they carry in their fur, all contribute to their survival. From their incredibly dependent babies learning the ways of the canopy, to their astonishingly slow digestion and their mysterious pooping habits, there's truly nothing ordinary about them. They challenge our notions of what it means to be successful in the wild.